of the Revolution of Texas began when Mexico got its independence from Spain on August 21st of 1821. Mexico counted with a vast territory that included the actual Texas. However, Mexico had to face a lot of political changes and internal revolts. This caused it to be left without the capacity of being able to supervise the territory. As for example, the Texas that we know today, which was far away of the state capital, Mexico City. In the 1820s, Stephen F. Austin got the Mexican government approval to bring American families into the Texas region if they could follow these conditions. The first condition was to be loyal to the Mexican government. The second condition was to learn the Spanish language. The third condition was to convert into the religion of Roman Catholicism. The fourth condition was to not practice slavery. But unfortunately, the pioneers ignored Mexican customs as well as government. They did not have anyone to reinforce these conditions. It was vital to notice two important things. The soil was ideal for the cotton production. Cotton was in high demand and consequently it sold very well. American immigrants were slave owners who depended on slaves to cultivate cotton. When the number of these immigrants increased, becoming larger than that of the native Tejanos, the Mexican government started to realize that it had committed a big mistake by encouraging the immigration of American pioneers into the Mexican territory. On the other hand, there were several other events that led to the independence of Texas, or the Texas Revolution. The abolishment of slavery by the Mexican government in 1831 that affected cotton economy. Also, the abolishment of the immigration into Mexican territory. And Mexican government passed requirements that made the importation of foreign goods difficult. Additionally, in 1833, General Antonio de Santa Anna came to power Mexico. Despite the fact that he was a supporter of the Republican Constitution adopted by Mexico in 1824, he believed that Mexico was not ready to be a democracy. He suspended the Constitution and did not recognize the Congress, proclaiming himself as a Napoleon of the West. As a consequence of all these, the Texas Revolution started first with the Battle of Gonzales, which is a little town east of San Antonio. In 1835, Mexican forces tried to take possession of the town, but rebels pushed them out. Then, in December of the same year, a group of rebels took control of the Alamo, an old mission in San Antonio. They refused to surrender, hoping to receive aid by the forces of Samuel Houston, but the help never arrived. After 2 weeks, the battle ended with the death of all the defenders, included David Crockett, William Travis, and James Bowie. The survivors, which were executed as well, with the exception of a woman, a child, and a slave. Additionally, later in March, Santa Anna's forces were to surrender and 342 rebels near Goliad. Santa Anna also ordered the execution of all prisoners. As a result, these two battles, the Alamo and Goliad, served to bring opposition against Santa Anna. In that way, the rebel army ambushed the Mexican army and won the Battle of San Jacinto. What Santa Anna had against him was that he decided to get ahead with just a fraction of his experienced army to get Samuel Houston. Santa Anna then waited for the rest of the troops. He chose the incorrect place where the troops were going to rest and was easily defeated. Santa Anna was captured, and in exchange for his release, he signed the Treaty of Velasco, where officially he recognized Texas independence and establishment of the border at the Rio Grande. Finally, Texas gained its revolution against Mexico, but still had to resolve a series of problems.